Hi guys, so I am serving up MacBook realness right now. Um, this is like a super unplanned video. I would have recorded like on my camera and everything, but all of my batteries are dead. So that's not happening. So about a month ago, I posted a video on my channel titled "Advice for White People," and your girl has caught a lot of heat from it. Like, the kitchen is hot, bitch. It's hot. Like, this isn't, if you came here for an apology, if you came here for me to say I'm sorry, it's not happening. What I will say is, a few things in the video could have been worded better. I will say that. I will admit that. I will hold myself to that. I could have worded some things better. For example, at the end of my video, I said that I did not have privilege, which obviously is an over-exaggeration. When I said that I didn't have privilege, I was just... I'm not going to say that I was, like, making a joke, but I was, like, being humorous, I guess. Because I couldn't say privilege. Like, I kept trying to say the word, but I couldn't say it. So I was like, ha ha ha, like, I can't say privilege because I don't have it. I do have a substantial amount of privilege in retrospect to other people. You know, like, I have the privilege of going to college. I have the privilege of having a house over my head. I have the privilege of having a job, of having my own car, you know. I have a good amount of privilege, and so I admit that. I have a good amount of privilege. I could have done that better, but I thought that people would get my humor, but they didn't. So a lot of the attention coming to my video stemmed from a video that this channel No Bullshit did. And when they posted their video, it was about a week or two after I posted mine. And so I was sitting on YouTube, you know, watching videos, just scrolling through YouTube, watching videos, and my notifications just literally started blowing up. Like, my phone was literally just ding, 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 and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And so I looked, and there were just all of these comments on my video, and I was like, and my first thought was, somebody posted a video about my video or reposted it or something. Somebody posted something about my video in order for me to be getting this much hate right now. And sure enough, somebody sent me a link and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, wow, somebody spent their time on me. Like, thank you. And watching that video, there were a lot of insults thrown. About my weight, about the way I look, and all of that. And I'm like, if you have to stoop to the level of talking shit about somebody's weight or the way that they look, like, in trying to argue what they're saying, your argument has to be weak as fuck. Like, if I'm arguing with somebody about a topic, I'm not gonna start roasting them about the way that they look, because that has nothing to do with the topic at hand. Like, half of the comments that he made had nothing to do with my video. They were literally just about my weight. Like, I'll stop saying nigga when you stop saying cheeseburger, whatever the fuck. And I was like, that's weak to me. Like, that's really weak. My motto my whole life has literally been, haters make you famous. Always. Haters make you famous. And so a lot of the comments that I've been getting have not even been about what I've said in the video. They've literally just been like, you're a fat racist cow, fat ugly bitch, fat blah blah blah, fat, 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 fat. This is shit that I know. Like, I know I'm a big girl. I know that my neck is darker than my face. Like, I know that. People are really coming at me like, lose weight, blah blah blah, when they literally have no idea what I'm doing in my personal life and like what's going on with me and my body. Like, you guys are leaving me so many rude comments when you don't even know like what's going on in my life. I know that people are just gonna be rude just because they can, and just because they can stay anonymous behind a computer screen. My block hand is so strong. Like, it's so strong. I got about 50 comments saying fat racist cow, and I'm just like, can y'all give me something new? Like somebody said something about a land whale, and I was like, okay, that's good. That's a good one. Another thing is it's so funny how people are so quick to tell you about what hasn't happened and what has happened to you and your personal life. Like, for example, people are saying that no one has ever come up to you and just touched your hair. I have been at work and people will lean across the counter and touch my hair. And I'm like, can you not do that? They're like, oh my gosh, but it's so pretty. And I'm like, stop touching me. Thanks. Just stop touching me. I've gotten into so many Facebook arguments with people about like the whole Black Lives Matter thing. I'll be like, Black Lives Matter, like this is why, we're saying that Black Lives Matter. We're not invalidating that any other lives matter. We're not trying to put Black lives above others. But we're just saying that, Black lives matter too. Black people need to be seen as people and not just as, like fucking objects or something. Somebody will always come, well, all lives matter. Black lives aren't the only ones that matter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nobody is saying that Black lives are the only lives that matter. People are just saying that Black lives have continuously been seen as lower than others and they need to be on the same level. People of color are treated as lesser a lot of the time. I have been treated lesser than my white counterparts a lot. Black Lives Matter is one of the things that I am extremely passionate about, and just like any other movement, there are people who make the Black Lives Matter movement and everything look bad. People who start riots, who are rude and aggressive and violent. Those are people that make a bad name for the Black Lives Matter movement. Just like there are women who give feminism a bad name. There are always people who are going to give a movement or a statement a bad name because of the way that they take it and twist it around. Black Lives Matter movement was not formed out of anger and violence. It was not formed to be something that is as violent as some marches can be. In the video, I was talking in general, and a lot of people felt like I was coming straight for them. And I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. When I made this video, I basically just made a list of things that people have done to me, that I have witnessed, or that people have done to my close friends that make us uncomfortable or that we're not okay with, in a way. In my head, this was like, hey, this makes me kind of uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable when you reach across the counter and start petting my head like I'm a fucking dog. It makes me uncomfortable when you put your arm next to mine and tell me that you want to be as dark as me. I'm gonna tell you guys some things that make me, as a person of color, uncomfortable. I never said that these are things that only happen to people of color. I never said that. These are things that can happen to anybody, and it makes you uncomfortable. And if it doesn't, I mean, good for you. If you don't feel uncomfortable when people come up and randomly touch your hair, then that's on you. If you don't feel uncomfortable when people ask you if you're mixed, then that's on you. Things that have happened to me that make me uncomfortable. Not everything is going to apply to you. You're not going to be able to relate to everything that I said. And okay, like that's fine. And when I said, like, stop assuming that all black people wear weaves or wigs because they want to be white, so many people came at me talking about how weaves are long, straight, and most of the time blonde. And I'm like, false. Weaves are curly, they're wavy, they're kinky, they're short, they're long, they're shoulder length, they're bobbed. Like, that's pretty much all that I have to say. I explained myself a little bit. I don't feel the need to further explain anything that I said. So, yeah, that's it. Bye.